Happy Sunday morning to everybody. Today's Sunday, June the 26th, and this is your 2-minute thought with your boy, John Redmon. Y'all, today we're going to talk about I moved. That's our topic today. Y'all, some of us have been living in the same home for the last 30 and 40 and 50 years. And we just go through the motions. And I ain't talking about the real literal place that we actually set up our house in, but I'm talking about where we live in our minds, y'all. Complacency, compromise, mediocrity, sin. I love this song. Sister Rose Moses sings it at our church, at Fresh Star Baptist Church. And it says, I moved from my old house. I moved from my old friends. I moved from my old way of living. Thank God I moved out to a brand new life. Y'all, we have been living in the same place for so many years, and we're unhappy. There's no joy. We're depressed. But because it's familiar, we stay there. Oh, don't you remember the parable of the man who built his house upon the rock versus the man who built his house upon the sand? It's found in Matthew 7:24 through 27. It says, therefore, everyone who hears these words of mine, Jesus is talking, puts them into practice, is like a man who's built his house upon the rock. The rain came down, the streams rose, and the winds blew and beat against the house, and yet it did not fall because it had its foundation on the rock. This rock is Jesus. But everyone who hears the Lord's words and does not put them into practice is like a foolish man who built his house on sand. It's cheaper. Don't nobody want to pay all that money for no cement. Okay, the rain came down. Notice how the rain came down on both of the houses. And the streams rose. Both of them happened on both houses. And the winds blew, happened on both, and beat against the house. And this house fell with a great crash. Oh, remember the Bible says in Psalms 127:1, except the Lord build the house, they labor in vain which build it. Except the Lord keep the city, the watchman waketh but in vain. Oh my goodness, it's time to move, y'all. It's time to get a cracking. It's time to change up those neighbors. It's time to change up those friends because they're holding you back. Your relationships are holding you back. Like, you know, your job and your priorities are holding you back. And you're literally sinking in sinking sand. But it is time to move locations. Get out of that place of mediocrity. Get off that street of compromise. Move away from that dwelling place of sin and lust and get to a brand new street. Get to a place that's not even made by hands. Get to that place where God is placing your feet upon the solid rock. He's building your home. He's built your home. Oh, up on a firm foundation. This rock is Jesus. Y'all, come on. It's time to move. It's time to move.